Hey, this is Ryan from Pittsburgh music scene. I'm sitting here with Digestor.
Hello.
From Ghoul. They're here touring the United States with Skeleton Witch and I believe Black Anvil, correct?
Yes, Black Anvil.
Yeah. So, I got a few questions, if you don't mind, of course. That's why we're here. How did Ghoul come about?
We met in the catacombs of Creepsylvania many years ago.
Yes.
We were all scrounging for bits and pieces of dead bodies to feast upon, and we decided, why not start a band? There was no heavy metal in Creepsylvania at the time, and so it is outlawed. Actually, it's completely outlawed. Headbanging will get you a serious fine or imprisonment in Creepsylvania, and we decided to start a band. So that's how it came about.
Thank you. Now, from what I have read and dug up about the band, is that there are other members who are part of Ghoul but are not in the band. Can you tell me a little bit about who they are, what they do?
Sure.
And, I believe that there's also almost like a master, a guy at the top.
Well, there is we have a few sort of hangers-on and like an entourage, like a Jay-Z type entourage.
Yeah.
We have Baron Samedi, who is a voodoo priest who came to Creepsylvania. He comes out on stage with us every once in a while, and he sprays the people here with an intoxicating mixture that turns into voodoo zombies. And we have the Swamp Hag, who is a disgusting old witch who lives in the swamp outside of Creepsylvania. And we have Mr. Fang, who runs a curio shop there, and he helps us out. Sometimes we sell him some meat from the graveyard, and he sells it as beef jerky to the locals. And
Have you
there's
ever had it?
Oh, it's delicious. Yes.
Great.
Yes, that's all I eat, really.
Maybe can we get some?
Yeah. Well, we'll hook you up before you go.
Thank you, Digest.
And then there's some other kind of dickheads who hang out in Creepsylvania, like the Killbot, who's always trying to kill us.
Yeah, he
and,
tries to kill you.
Yeah, Commandant de Bronkum, who is he's like a kind of a fascist dictator asshole police state guy. And there's a few of those kinds of people. There's always somebody who's trying to stomp on us.
Like, basically, you have to fight these people off.
You have to.
Every day.
Exactly.
And
it's so tiring.
And so the music bonds you guys as a band, but does that music become a weapon as well for you guys in Creepsylvania?
Absolutely, absolutely. They're so afraid of heavy metal in Creepsylvania. It drives them crazy that we're down there playing this stuff.
Do you use any or conventional weapons too?
Yes, mostly axes, pickaxes,
nemesis.
Yes, machetes, things like that. We're pretty low tech out there.
So we're not going 50 caliber machine gun on anybody,
No, we would probably kill ourselves if we tried to use one of those things. But those types of weapons are used against us often. Those state police are motherfuckers.
Now, in Creepsylvania, what's your favorite thing to do besides do the band? Is there anything that Digester likes to do just kind of by himself?
Well, I've taken up macrame. I like that. It's very relaxing.
Okay.
I tend to my ferns and basically just kind of putter around the house,
Nothing wrong with that. Now, the name Digester. Give me a little bit of history on that.
Well, I really like to eat stuff.
Okay, so that makes sense.
Yeah, that's pretty much, not to put too fine a point on it, but I love to eat rotting meat straight out of the cemetery.
Okay, there's nothing wrong with that.
And fresh meat too, it's all good. Fresh
doesn't
babies,
matter.
Doesn't matter.
But I'm cool here, right?
Well, for now.
Okay. Well, if you ended up turning me into a ghoul and I became a part of your group, I would like to be called Peristalsis.
Peristalsis.
Yes.
Sounds great.
Because peristalsis is what moves the consumed food, bile, whatever you want to call it, all the way through the digestor system and goes out the bum.
Right.
So I like that
Yeah.
name.
Would you call yourself Perry Stolsis? Like 2 names?
Yeah.
First name Perry, last name Stolsis.
Yes.
Or Perry S. Stolsis.
I would Perry Stolsis.
Sounds good.
You like?
I do.
Okay.
You're in.
Thank you. Now, how about, I hate to ask it because it's probably one you get a lot, the references with gore.
Yes.
You know, why do you think people tend to push you in that way? Say, well, you know, they're a gore wannabe band, or it's a gore, hey, you know, like, we think they're gore, we think they're trying to be like gore. I don't think you're trying to be like gore, because it's on a way different level. What you guys do, the lyrics, the mask, everything with Creepsylvania, it's totally different, I believe.
Yeah. And plus, those guys, that's fake, you know?
Yeah.
It's not real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, those are just dudes wearing costumes.
Yes.
This shit is real right
This is
here.
real.
Yeah. No, I don't see any similarity at all between us and Gwar.
I don't either.
No,
that's why I wanted to ask the question.
We absolutely love Gwar, obviously. We are
course.
terrified of them as well,
course.
because as far as I know, I am not an immortal warlord, and they all are, and they have no problem with killing all of us. But they are a great fucking band, of course, and we learn a lot from them. We take a lot from them, and we are happy to be lumped in with them.
Well, that's good. That's good. You know, I just don't like, you know, since I've been around the scene a long time, I'm 41 years old now. You know, I've been listening to metal since I was 12 years old. I love all these subgenres and things like that, you know, that break off from the big hierarchy of metal. But what you guys are doing is something completely different than what most people are doing. And that's what I like about you guys. You know, one is you're not afraid to be who you are, whether you're under the mask or whatever it may be. But there's a whole world that comes with Ghoul, in my opinion.
Yes, it's a very intricate and stupid world that we have created here.
But see, there's nothing, in my opinion, you know, there's reality, and you know, if you're able to escape from reality, which a lot of people can't. I can't. My reality is I have to go to my job every day, you know, to provide for my wife, my you know my family, and things like that. But I respect and I envy someone like you that's able to do this.
Well, I appreciate that. You know, this is making it very hard for me to murder you after this interview.
Well, can I ask you another question?
Yes.
Can I pick my style of murder?
Absolutely. What would you like? I'm open to anything.
Anything?
Yeah. I'm experienced in like hundreds of kinds of murder.
Well, I would like to be without horses, because we don't have horses, but we have vans.
Sure.
Drawn and quartered.
Sounds great. We just have to find the big intersection.
There's one down there.
Perfect. It's great.
And please don't bury me in the church. Don't bring me in the church. I want nothing to do with that. Is that okay?
That's totally great. I hate churches. I don't even want to go in this one.
Okay. So now, let me get back to the band. What would you say is your main influence when it comes, because when we go on the internet and we look up Ghoul, it says metal.
Yeah.
I don't believe you guys are just a metal band. There's something else there.
There's a lot more to it there.
Exactly.
Well, as far as metal stuff goes, there are a few main influences, I think. Musically, Megadeth, old Megadeth stuff, SOD and Anthrax and Carcass, and then there's some hardcore thrown in, like Agnostic Front, Crumbsuckers, and things like that.
Because that's what I feel the new EP. New EP feels very, very punk-like, and I did not mean to cut you off, so please make sure I get murdered the way I said I get murdered.
Sure.
Don't change it up, because I interrupted you. I apologize. But that's how I feel the new EP is. It's very, very punk rock, in your face like.
Yes, and so there's a lot of hardcore, especially old New York hardcore stuff, and then some surf music thrown in here and there, Man or Astro Man or Dick Dale or things like that kind of make their way in there. But it's it's a pretty diverse kind of melting pot.
Any odes to G.G. Allen?
G.G. Allen is great. We like him. You know, the Misfits, obviously. Guar is, of course, a huge influence. Not just music, not just visually, but musically. You know, yeah, but that's I think the main core of them are those bands that I mentioned.
In Creepsylvania, is there a hierarchy by the way you guys or how other people live? Is there like someone that you would call my liege or my lord or, you know, whatever it may be, or is it just all for one for all?
We wouldn't kowtow to anybody in Creepsylvania, but the poor Creepsylvanian citizens, now they are constantly beleaguered by some despot or you know, or dictator. They're coming and going all the time, and the citizens of Creepsylvania are just stomped on. I really feel bad for them when I'm not murdering them.
On the subject of murder, then, what is your favorite way to murder somebody?
Well, I have to say, you know, I've never tried drawing and quartering yet.
So I might have put an idea in your head.
Yeah, this might be it.
This might be your favorite.
It sounds like it might be. I like a lot of moving parts, you know, organization involved, and this could be it. So let's go try it.
Now?
Yeah, no.
Well, the interview's not done, or is it?
Well, I don't. If you have more questions, clock's ticking.
Where did you come up with your style of mask? Is that something out of your macabre mind?
Well, there were just, you know, there were potato sacks lying around in the cemetery. I don't know why they were storing potatoes there, but and we are all hideously deformed and ugly. Even we don't like to look at each other, so we figured it would be better to, you know, cover up.
Last question, because I want you to get onto your murdering. If you could, of me.
Right.
Not him, just me.
No, you're okay.
Why is he okay and I'm not?
Well, I figure somebody's got to put the shit on the internet or whatever.
Well,
He's
fuck
got the
him.
camera.
I think he dies.
Well, if you want to take the camera, we'll kill him. You guys can work this out among yourselves.
Right. Okay. If you could, if you had your choice, what band would you murder?
What band would I murder?
Murder. Murder, 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 death, everything, blood spattering.
The whole thing.
You take a bath in their blood.
Yeah.
What band?
How about that, there's some band called, like, A Blaze on the Horizon or something shit like that. The Sky is the Limit. They're like a crabcore band or something like that. They were one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life, and they should probably be killed.
Is that the only band?
There's tons of bands I would like to kill, even the ones that I like.
Oh, okay.
Maybe this band. This would be a good one to kill.
Because that's almost like an homage, kind of, you know, if you killed somebody that you actually love.
Well, it's a way to get close to the people that you love.
Yes. Yeah.
It's intimate.
Yeah,
really.
like me, I would like to kill Slayer.
Slayer.
Yes. Yeah. Who could say that they killed Slayer?
Right.
Me.
And then you end up being the guy.
Yes. Well, Digester and myself and fucking Jesus, who gets to live so he can put it on the fucking internet, we're gonna go fucking get drawn and quartered. So from the Pittsburgh music scene to you, let's go fucking murder somebody. Thank you, Digestor.
Thank you.
You're welcome.